Okay, now we're going to look at some word problems involving equations. First, we'll look at an application involving area. The area of a formula or the area of a rectangle can be found using the formula base times height. We want to solve this for b. And what this means is before we put any numbers in, we want to manipulate this formula so b is alone instead of the letter a. Well, we can do this by pretending we're dealing with numbers. I'm going to circle the letter b because that's what I want to get alone, and I'm going to think about what is stuck to the letter b. What is stuck to the letter b? The letter h. And this is base times height. Now, how do you get rid of something? You do the opposite operation. Opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to say that the base is just the area divided by the height. That's manipulating the formula so that the letter you are interested in is alone. So if you were to be given a formula like this, the rectangle has an area of 40 square feet and a height of 10 feet. What's the base? Well, you can use that formula you just created. The area is 40. The height is 10. What's the base? 40 divided by 10, the base is 4. This is very, very helpful if you're doing a lot of work, when you're doing a lot of repetitive calculations and you want to have a formula to work with so that you're not working, you're not having to go back and solve the formula each time in its original form. Instead, we've got a shortcut there to help us out. The next word problem we're going to look at deals with three magic numbers. The first number is 3 more, or the second number is 3 more than the first number. Now you have to have a starting place. You have to have the first number. We don't know what the first number is. I'm going to call it n for number. The second number is 3 more than the first number. Well, 3 more than would be n plus 3. And the third number is twice as large as the first number. Twice as large. 2n. What are we going to do with these numbers? Well, we're going to add them all up because the sum of them is 15. So we're going to go ahead and add them all up, and remember, 2n plus n is 4n plus 3 is 15. So I added them all up. I'm then going to solve for n. And get 4n is 12. 15 minus 3. And lastly, divide by 4. Now just be careful, you are not done yet. Even though you have found that n is equal to 3, I do have to find all 3 numbers. Right? So the first number is 3, it's n. The second number is 3 plus 3, or 6, and the third number, actually just by pure chance, is 2 times 3, or is also 6. And it's not to say that they have to be equal, that's a total chance thing, it's just the way it happened to be. And so you have found all 3 numbers.